Hello children, this is Dharamveer sir here. So in this video we are going to continue with chapter 5 for grade 12 math, that is continuity and differentiability. And the topic of the today's video is derivatives of implicit functions. Clear? So let's start. So first let me tell you about implicit and explicit functions. Now it's very simple. When a relationship between x and y is expressed in a way that it is easy to solve for y, it simply means that from equation you can simply find the value of y in terms of x. Then the function is called explicit function. For example, you can see that I have taken 2x minus y plus 7 equals 0. From here you can very easily find the value of y. So such functions from where we can easily find the value of y in terms of x are called explicit functions. Clear? You can see the examples. Now just the converse. If a relation between x and y is expressed in a way that it is very difficult, if not impossible, it can be impossible also, but sometimes it is very difficult to solve for y. Clear? Then we say that it is a implicit function of x. For example, if you look at the example, I have taken x plus sine xy minus y equals 0. Now from here we are not going to find the value of y very easily, or sometimes maybe impossible. For example, you can see y power 5 plus 2y equals to x cube. Now it is very difficult to find the value of y. Now such functions where to find the value of y in terms of x is very difficult or maybe impossible also are called implicit functions. It is very easy. If you can express y as fx, it is explicit. If it is very difficult to write y as fx, it is implicit. So in this video we are going to learn how to differentiate, find the derivative of implicit function. Clear? So pause and note down the definition. Now there are two ways of differentiating an implicit function. Clear? And both are very easy. You can try any of them. First is from the given equation, try to find the value of y in terms of x, that is y is equal to something in terms of x, and then differentiate both sides with respect to x and find dy upon dx. It's very simple. If you can write the equation as y equals to suppose 7x, then simply differentiate and find dy upon dx. And the second one is directly differentiate, don't solve for y. Whatever equation is given, directly differentiate, find dy upon dx in the equation, then solve the equation for dy upon dx, taking commons and transposing the others to other side, find dy upon dx. There are two ways. First, either find y then differentiate, or differentiate then solve for dy upon dx. Clear? So pause and note down these 2 points. In this section we will also deal with the derivatives of inverse trigonometric functions. We have learned about the differentiation of trigonometric functions in grade 11th. Now here we are going to deal with inverse trigonometric functions also. So you can see here that the differentiation of inverse trigonometric functions are given. That is differentiation of sine inverse x equals to what, differentiation of cos inverse equals to what, tan inverse, cot inverse, sec inverse. So all the 6 inverse trigonometric functions differentiations are mentioned here. So pause and note down these 6 properties. Now let us start with exercise 5.3. First one is find the dy upon dx for 2x plus 3y equals to sin x. Now there are two ways, as I mentioned, that either find the value of y then differentiate, or directly differentiate, then by simplifying the equation find the value of dy upon dx. So here I have directly differentiated both the sides, and don't forget to mention this, like differentiating with respect to x. So on the left hand side we are finding what, 2 plus 3 dy upon dx, because differentiation of y is dy upon dx. And on the right hand side we are finding cos x, because the differentiation of sin x is cos x. So you can simply solve this equation to find the value of dy upon dx, which is equal to cos x minus 2 upon 3. Clear? Sums are as simple as that. Simply differentiate and find the value of dy upon dx. So pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 3. Find dy upon dx such that ax plus by square is equal to cos y. Now here it is very difficult to find the value of y. So this is an example of implicit function. So directly differentiating both sides with respect to x, what you are going to get? Ax. So x is differentiation of x is 1, so we will get a. Now for by square, so we have to differentiate y square, which is equal to 2y, and then differentiate y equal to dy upon dx. We have used chain rule here, clear? And for the next right hand side, so differentiation of cos y is equal to minus sin y, and then by chain rule we have to differentiate y also, clear? First we differentiated cos, then we are going to differentiate y, and the differentiation of y is equal to what? Dy upon dx. So from these two equations, after simplification, you can find the value of dy upon dx as shown in the solution. So pause and note down the solution. Next is question number 5. Find dy upon dx such that x square plus xy plus y square equals to 100. So I have directly differentiated both sides with respect to x. For x square it will be 2x. For xy, now this is the product of x and y. So we are going to use product rule, which will give y into differentiation of x plus x into differentiation of y, and the third is y square. So by chain rule y square equals to what? 2y, and then for y it is dy upon dx. So in this sum we have used two properties. First is the product rule for differentiation of xy, and second is chain rule for differentiation of y square, clear? So from solving this simple equation, taking dy upon dx common and so on, you will get the value of dy upon dx, clear? So pause and note down the solution. Next we have question number 6. Find dy upon dx such that x cube plus x square y plus xy square plus y cube equals to 81. So you can see that it will be very difficult to find the value of y. So simply differentiating both sides with respect to x. Now for x cube it is 3x square. Now for x square y we have to apply the product rule. So y into differentiation of x square plus x square into differentiation of y. And for xy square also we have to apply product rule. So y square differentiation of x plus x into differentiation of y square. And for y cube we have to apply chain rule. First we have to differentiate y cube, which is 3y square, and then we have to differentiate y also, so which is dy upon dx. Now we have got dy upon dx in the equation, so taking dy upon dx commons and solving, you will get your desired value of dy upon dx equals to as shown in the solution. So pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 8. Find dy upon dx such that sin square x plus cos square y is equal to 1. So it will be very tedious to find the value of y, so directly differentiating both sides with respect to x. Now for sin square x, first we have to differentiate the power, which will be 2 sin x, applying the rule x power n. Then we have to differentiate sin, clear? And differential sign is cos x. Now for cos square y, same, we have to first differentiate power 2 cos y, and then for cos y, differentiation of cos y will be minus sin y, and for y it will be dy upon dx, clear? So solving this equation, you will get your value dy upon dx equals to sin 2x upon sin 2y, clear? So pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 11. We have to find dy upon dx such that y is equal to cos inverse 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square. So we can simplify this sum by taking cos to left hand side, that is cos y equals to 1 minus x square upon 1 plus x square, and then applying the identity of cos y is equal to 1 minus tan square y by 2, 1 plus tan square y by 2. If you compare left hand side and right hand side, what we are getting? We are getting tan y by 2 is equal to what? X, clear? Comparing left hand side and right hand side, you will get, if you look closely to LHS and RHS, both are similar if you replace x by tan y by 2. So by comparison we are finding tan y by 2 equals to x. Now we have tan y by 2 equals to x, so differentiating both sides with respect to x. So first we have to differentiate tan y by 2. So differentiation of tan is sec square y by 2, and now we have to differentiate y by 2, clear? Y by 2, so differentiation of y by 2 is 1 by 2, and for y it will be dy upon dx. And for RHS we have to differentiate x only, and differentiation of x is what? 1. So we are getting sec square y by 2 into half dy upon dx equals to 1. So by solving for dy upon dx, we are getting 2 upon 1 plus tan square y by 2. But tan y by 2 is equal to what? X. So putting that value, we will get dy upon dx equals to 1 upon 1 plus x square. So pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 14. Find dy upon dx if y is equal to sine inverse 2x upon 2x under root 1 minus x square. Done. So for simplification we are taking sine inverse to the left hand side. So we are getting sine y is equal to 2x under root 1 minus x square. So differentiating both sides, for sine y it will be cos y dy upon dx, and for the LHS we can see that it is the product rule, 2x multiplied by under root 1 minus x square. So 2 is constant, so taking 2 outside the derivative we have x differentiation of under root 1 minus x square plus under root 1 minus x square differentiation of x. So by differentiating we will simplify the value of dy upon dx as shown in the figure, as shown in the solution. Clear? Clear? Pause and note down the solution. Moving to question 15, we have find dy upon dx such that y is equal to sec inverse 1 upon 2x square minus 1. So taking sec inverse to the LHS we will get sec y is equal to 1 upon 2x square minus 1, and since we know that sec is equal to inverse of cos, so we are getting cos y is equal to 2x square minus 1. Now this is very simple. This is very simple. Simplify to find the value of x. X equals to what? Cos y by 2. Cos y by 2. Clear? Now differentiating x equals to cos y by 2 with respect to x. So for LHS we will get differentiation of x, which is 1, and for RHS we have to differentiate cos y by 2. So we are going to follow chain rule. So differentiation of cos is minus sin y by 2. Now we have to differentiate y by 2. Clear? First cos, then y by 2. Now for y by 2 it will be, for y it is 1 and for 2 is constant, so we will get 1 upon 2 dy upon dx. Now we have to simplify. So we are getting dy upon dx equals to what? 2 upon minus 2 upon under root 1 minus cos square y by 2, and we had the value of cos y by 2 which is equals to x. So putting this value we are getting dy upon dx equals to minus 2 upon under root 1 minus x square. Clear? So pause and note down the solution. So solve the remaining sums and don't forget to solve the examples. All the best and thank you.